What's crack-a-lack-a-lack-a-lack-a-lack-a-lack-a-lackin', everybody? Welcome in. Sleezbomb here. My Mind is a Weapon Fantasy Football Show. We are going to be covering a Drafters Fantasy Sports Best Ball Draft, $20 draft. We are queued up right now. 10 of 12, 2 spots left. You guys want to get in? If you guys do not know what Drafters Fantasy is, it is the best way to draft for your actual real drafts that are coming up here. It is a real money draft, not a mock draft. Follows the ADP. Stays with everything that happens through camp, injuries, updates, ADPs fall, ADPs rise, and you get to see how the players work best for your drafts. There's 2.5 million guaranteed in prizes. This is a $20 entry, $500K to first place. Total points format weeks 1 to 17. Best ball style weekly scoring, PPR 1 QB, 2 running backs, 3 receivers, 1 tight end, 1 flex. 12 teams draft, 20 rounds. You don't make any waiver moves. You just draft it and let it ride. What is good? Let's go, boys. Let's see if we get some music going here. Let's throw some rock on. Bones in the building. What's up, Botchix? God, I got to get rid of that. I don't know how to, bro. Like, I took it off everything for YouTube, and it's still there as a moderator. It doesn't make sense. Hop in, Bones. It's 10 to 12, 11 to 12, one spot. Tee up. Let's go, baby. Najee Harris update. He was at practice today wearing a weighted vest, looking like he might be ready for week 1 after all the eye stuff. So who knows there? Could be a little timeshare like the Chargers alluded to, which could hurt Amari and Hampton here. Let me get my updates going here. Shadur Sanders likely to miss week 2 with the oblique injury. It kind of hurts for him. Top Robinson was carted off for the Dolphins. That could be huge, but he's good to go, it looks like. Let me see if there's any more other ones here. Kareem Hunt got a quad injury. Jalen Waddle back at practice. Odell Beckham might be signed to a couple teams, which is interesting there. What is good, boys? What's up, Chef? Beautiful people. What is cracking? What's good? I only got $3 draft money for a minute. Just got a new truck. Dude, I'm getting a new one, I think next week, bro. You're either going with a TRD for Disco or a new Silverado. Lurking and listening while I'm how's the pool coming, Jerry? What's good, my man? What's up, no cap? OBJ does need to hang it up, bro. I mean, where would OBJ go? Like the Steelers? You know? Where would he be relevant at? What does it look like I got? Did I miss a shave spot there? It was so funny at the expo, bro. People didn't even recognize me once I shaved. Stephon Diggs looking good in practice. Drake May still not playing up to the Drake May potential I was hoping for yet. I hope that changes. Sauce Gardner's been getting cooked. Cam Ward is dominating. And Kenneth Walker back in full practice. Drake London dominating. Those are all easy things to know. And James Cook signs the bag today. And James Cook, man, I'm going to start drafting a ton of James Cook from here on out. If he gets the third down roll, with the Bills' schedule and that defense, the way they will control the clock, James Cook could be one of the best values on the board at ADP if he gets the full 3-down roll. Let's see who's going to fall here to 5. What do I want to do here? What do I want to do? I have a lot of Jahmyr Gibbs, dude. I'm going to go Saquon Barkley here. I don't have a lot of Saquon. You're getting... Oh, I follow the 32 beat writers. I follow the Reddit Patriots page, right? So they drop like all the stats and everything. You get to see the highlights on Twitter, like the Trayvon Henderson touchdown, the Diggs catch, but he just hasn't like. I was expecting like major jump from him. Even in the preseason game, he didn't look that good. The rushing looks great, but it feels like the offensive rhythm isn't there yet. They're talking about struggled on missed passes right across the middle. Like you'll see Efton Chisholm make his great catch. They don't show the bad ones really, you know. So the TRD, yeah, the new one is nice, bro. But I don't know if I'm like a fan of it. And we gotta wait for that to be ordered too. That'd be the problem with that one. Going full dab mode, fire pit, going one side of the yard pool, running into the other side, and I'm mowing. My guy, you gotta send us pictures when it's done, man. We need to get Jerry back in the drafts. Get back in here, Jerry. I usually don't go a lot of Saquon Barkley. It's just interesting. Chase Brown is up to 18 ADP. That is wild, bro. That is absolutely wild. Chase Brown is now above Brock Bowers, Lab McConkey, Jonathan Taylor, Bucky Irving, Trey McBride. Wow. I do not like that ADP for Chase Brown. That is way too high for me. I still like Chase a lot, but damn, that's cooking. If you guys are new in chat, smash that like, hit that poll. I want to see what you guys think where James Cook is going to finish this year. JC, oh my god, dude, Torrey Horton, bro. I literally was talking about that like a month ago, and I was like, he's the best round 20. I'm drafting him all over the place. Now he goes in like round 16 now, bro. Not even 18, like 16. He's going to be electric if anything happens to Cooper Kupp, which is highly probable with his age and his injury history. I like him over Bowers, but man, 18, dude, that seems super high. Super high. I don't have a lot of Lab McConkey or Saquon Barkley, so this is a rare start for me here. Oh, I need to type in here. And we're going to have the man, the myth, the legend, Disco back live today, right after my show. It's going to lead right into his. Not bad at all. I mean, I love Chase Brown this year, but I don't know if I love Chase Brown, you know, as a 17 to 18 pick. I liked him when he was going in the 30s, 35 range. That's kind of where I would like put him, but damn. I mean, he has top 5 upside for sure. He can stay healthy. That offense is going to hum. Oh, I didn't realize that. Oh, shit. Hang on. There we go. I think I got it better. Henderson at the 101. You saw the wheel route again, bro. The wheel route down the side wide open. Woo! Travion, my wayward son. Keep your eyes on my guy, Rock Taylor. He should be 2025-26 Coker. Coker's getting a lot of hype right now too, bro. What do I want to do here? I don't have a lot of Josh Jacobs either. We're gonna get real weird in this draft. This is last year's winning roster. Jacobs, Barkley. I don't know if I like that. Is he gonna make the roster though, Chef? Because they're talking about bringing in either Amari Cooper here as well. That's been a lot of buzz today for the Steelers. And Roman Wilson's look great. And they still got Calvin Austin. So, I mean, if they bring in Cooper, where does he really fit in, you know? You thinking like next year, looking ahead here? If he doesn't make the roster, yeah, for sure. I found out, I didn't really know this, and this is crazy to say. I didn't know this till the expo. You go on a practice squad, it's waiver wire for everybody. I did not even know that. That was an interesting thing I learned at the expo from I think it was Debro or Fitz. I thought if they went on the practice team, you get to choose what happened to them. No, if they go on your practice squad, every team gets a shot at them, waiver wire style, like rolling waivers. 6'2", over 200 pounds. Art Smith, love those guys who could block. I mean, could he have? Is he? We're talking round 20 though. You know what I mean, right? Round 20 dart throw. Could he pop for sure? All the Steelers wide receivers are round 20 though. Besides DK, they're all late. All right, so we got Bully running back. We're locked and loaded. Jacobs, Barkley. Damn, Ridley at 41. Get your guy, bro. Devontae Adams falls to me. 10 spots past ADP. I'm going to take that all day. I don't care about the Stafford injury. We're going to go down. Look for Herbert here. Stafford way late. I know. Isaiah Nair. And the 49ers, right after we release him, here comes Jordan Watkins' injury. All of our other guys get hurt. Unbelievable. What's good, Poker Guts? Ted McMillan did look good, bro. Ted and Bryce Young, I've been targeting a lot this season. I think Bryce Young is the best value in best ball, honestly. Like, it's so crazy that he was 5th in rush yards per game, QB8 down the stretch the last 5 games. Now you give him a 6'5" wide receiver. The offense stays the same. Like, second year in Canales' system, they're going to be flying. Ted, yeah, he looks good, dude. He looks good. Bucks defense looked great last Saturday, by the way. Only hiccup was Jacob Parrish, 3rd round rookie shadow, and Calvin. I mean, it's preseason. I don't put a lot into the preseason, to be honest. Especially when you're not playing full ones, you know. But that Bucks run D was nasty last year. It's going to be nasty again. Isn't, what's his name, Hurto on the D-line? The big guy? I'm blanking on his name right now. Their high draft pick from 2 years ago. We're going to take 2 week 8s. That's fine. Even leave ourselves a Jared Goff shot. Tristan Wirfs, the offensive lineman. It's like a weird long name on the D-line. Let me pull it up here. I don't know if it's long, but it's a weird name. I thought he was hurt. Maybe I'm tripping. No, he's not. Maybe. So Vita Vea. Yeah, he's back, I guess. I thought Vita Vea was out. Oh, yeah. That's exactly the thought right there, Poker Guts. 100%. So Tristan Wirfs is out, I believe, till like week 4. But Vita Vea, I saw an injury. I guess he's back. I was completely wrong. No, the big boy in the middle. Diaby. Diaby. They're both good. Who's Yaya Diaby? That's the linebacker, right? I remember that name because we said it last year and we were busting up at it. But we're also drinking for the game. Yeah. Yeah, the Bucks front 7 is definitely top 5 on defense. All right, how are we gonna land this plane here? I can't target Hunter. When are you gonna hop in this, Poker Guts? Get in the next draft with us, bro. I'll probably do a mini next. I haven't seen that Poker Guts name in the best ball streets here, bro. Hassan Reddick is nice as well. They got that old. They got the other old safety, right? Winfield, like he's old. I don't know who their who's that? Who's that corner that I don't think he's I don't think he's that good. Who was it? Blanking on his name. Fuck, who's their corner? It's like Perron? I don't know. Without looking at it. 4 to 5 weeks for worse. Worse is a huge hit for Bucky. I'm all in on Ricky Persall. That'll open up a Purdy shot. He didn't like that pick. Yaya's the edge. Okay. I thought he was like the weak side linebacker or something. 3-4. Yeah, they run a 3-4. He's a linebacker. I'm pretty sure. Not positive, but let me pull it up. Bucks depth chart. So Kalijah Cansey, that's the guy you were talking about. Yeah, that's a good one. He is left DN, right DN's Logan Hall, nose tackle Vita Vea. Yaya is their weak side linebacker, but he plays edge. Same kind of thing. He's their blitz package guy. Usually the $1 on DraftKings, the decent. I did that one, the $1 one where you get to travel if you win or whatever, they fly you out there. I did one of them because I had like 2,000 DraftKings points or whatever from back in the day. I like this better. Tyreek Smith, can you tell he's a Bucks fan? He knows them all, baby. Dude, what do you think? How about this? All right, so let's go Bucks fan. I'm going to call Rachaad White is traded and Sean Tucker plays the backup role. What do you think? What are your thoughts as a Bucks fan? Romo Dunze just fell 11 spots into my lap. We're going to eat that up too. This is a very nice start. Come on, baby. Send me in. I have about $51 desert qualifier rosters. I know I need to get some more. They take a long time though, man. Or maybe it was the lobby I was in. That one $1 draft I did took a long freaking time for a $1 draft. But what do you think? Is Rachaad White going to be moved, Poker, or is he not? Is he going to stay as the like kind of 1C backup, you know, passing running back to Bucky? They're not going to trade him. Okay. I like my two guys are Rachaad White and Travis Etienne that are very, very sketch to be moved. Because Sean Tucker's been looking great. All right, what's going to come back here? 92. Let's plug in. Bucks traditionally trade during the offseason with plenty of prep time for the season. Yeah, I can't remember the last time the Bucks made a trade in season where it really affected their team or helped them. I mean, I think they traded like fucking work done in season like 20 years ago. Obviously, Evans has been there forever. A wide receiver's never been traded. They haven't really had a tight end since kind of Gronk. Stream delay. Got you. I don't know how to fix that. I mean, you don't get a setup chance on StreamYard. It just rolls it. Thank you for the follow, Matt Moran. Thank you for the subscription. What's up, my man? How we doing? If you guys got any questions, fire away. Chat it up. Drafting. If you're in the draft, we'll look at your draft as well. If you want me to take a look at your team. Tell you what I'll do different. Jalen Warren is here, but I'm gonna take the ETN train. Dude, Sean Tucker, man. That's why I think Rachaad White's gonna be moved. I really do. Acknowledge me, Botrix. I gotta get rid of that thing, bro. It's gotta go. It's ridiculous. Bink in the building. What's good, my dude? What do you got for me today, Bink? Let's start up a chat. Bring me a question. I have a monster setup. I used to stream full-time gaming and everything poker. 4080 Ti and this PC, 3080 Ti and my other PC. 5 monitors. Let's see. Well, PC number 1 is there. PC number 2 is there. Stream Deck. I can control all my audio monitors. See if I can get a monitor. TV. It looks like shit from there, but best I can do. Bo Nix still here. Keon Coleman still here, but we got to go with our guy. And every time we draft him,
sleezbomb.
Is that Jimmy Neutron? Bones, acknowledge me as your tribal chief. So you can at least hop in the mini with us in the next one, poker. At least hop in the mini. We'll do a couple $3 minis here. So here you go. I got a question for you guys. We talked about this at the expo. So give me your wide receiver right now that is drafted outside the top 30 currently with ADP that has a chance to finish inside the top 15. And I took Ricky Pearsall. So you can't use Ricky Pearsall. A wide receiver drafted outside the top 30 that has a chance to finish inside the top 15. I love that question. So let's go like this. Let me pull up. Okay, so the cutoff for wide receivers outside the top 30, by the way, is Ridley. Bink, he is wide receiver 30, and he is climbing up the boards into the 3rd round. So he doesn't count. That's everyone's obvious pick. Let me know when you're getting the mini. I got $3 in my DraftKings balance. Let's go. Michael Penix was throwing hands today with the Titans. You saw that? Ooh, I like that. Rashid Shaheed. It's one of my favorite best ball targets. Rashid Shaheed. So Ricky Pearsall is wide receiver 45 off the board. Rashid Shaheed is wide receiver 53. Yeah, Calvin Ridley's updated to 29, so he doesn't fit the narrative, Bink. DeAndre Swift season. I like the name. What's good, bro? Olave. Chris Olave. Dude, he ranks wide receiver 34. I like both those calls because the Saints are playing from behind each time. Kellen Moore offense. I like that a lot. And actually, we're going to snag Shaheed right now. We're going to push quarterback a little farther here and see if we can attack it on the way back. Egbuka. Uh-oh. Look who it is. The man, the myth, the legend, Bull Rush. What's good, bro?
What's up, buddy?
What's cracking?
I'm just excited to get back into content. Honestly, I've kind of missed it.
Your thing is going so loud in my ear. What is that?
It's just me doing some TikToks and promos and all that shit. My bad.
There we go. Rashad Bateman. Ooh, that's bold. Give me yours, Disco, by the way. So we're going wide
I-
receivers drafted outside the top 30 that finished inside the top 15.
Top 15?
That have a chance to finish inside the top 15, yeah.
Drafted outside the top 30. All right, hold on. I'm not going to give you guys a bullshit answer. So
I love the Olave call and the Rashid Shaheed. Thank you for the sub, DeAndre. Who?
Matthew Golden.
Ooh, Matthew Golden falls at, he's got to be outside the top 30.
Easily.
He falls at wide receiver 44. I like that call.
Yeah, I love Golden. Love me some Golden.
Either him or Downs. Daniel Jones 8.48. Oh my god, dude! I can't even talk about Danny Dye or Danny Pesos after what I saw in one preseason game. He is not. I don't know why they paid him $10 million. Make it make sense.
Well, I mean, he's getting as much as Giammi Brown and Joshua Palmer, so it does make sense.
I mean, I guess. Disco Bone says, "What's up?
What's up?
I love gold.
What's up, Bones? Missed you, Bones. I hope you're having a great day, buddy."
I said, "Stop! Hey, what's that sound? Everyone, look what's going down."
He gets it. He gets it.
What's cracking?
That's the TikTok song. What's up, Bing King? Good to see you, brother.
So here's the play for the 23rd, right? So we get on at 9 a.m., right? Our live draft is at 3 p.m. or let me see, either 3 or 5. I was thinking maybe set the camera up and let them see what a live draft $500 14-man double flex board looks like with no sound, obviously, while we drinking and shit. So I mean, but what do you think?
Yeah, I mean, if you want to do that, we could have like a Sleez cam for sure. I don't remember who did I send you the schedule so far?
No, I haven't seen it yet.
I didn't share you on the schedule.
Can't catch a break. What happened, Jerry?
I got so many things on the go right now. Give me a sec. I'll show you on the schedule.
Travis Hunter is going to feast poker. Feast. I want to see here. All right. I like this team a lot. I don't really have a lot of these players. Herbert. I don't have a stack with McConkey, Saquon, Josh Jacobs. What are we thinking about Stafford, man? You starting to get nervous yet?
No.
He'll be fine?
No. Ultimately, what it comes down to is the last 2 years, Sean McVay has put me through hell. And I'm hoping that the third year is the year where he doesn't put me through hell. 2 years ago, it was Cooper Kupp. Cooper Kupp was supposed to be good to go and healthy. He started up on the pup, and then there was the bursta sack in the kneecap of what's his face, Puka Nacua last year. Everything was supposed to be fine. It wasn't. He missed a significant amount of time, and everything that he's been saying this year goes along the lines of, oh, Kupp is fine, Puka's fine, Stafford's fine. I'm very nervous, but I'm also invested in right. So, does it make me lower on?
I got the Rams in the Super Bowl, man.
Well, I mean, does it make me lower on Devontae Adams and Puka? I have to be, but I mean,
right.
At any given moment in time, like say he misses 3 weeks, like I'm okay still drafting them at ADP, and I'm still willing to take them at ADP, and I'll continue to invest in them because I like what they could do for me down the stretch. And hope if they fall, I'm going to invest even more. But drafting Stafford and completing the stack, I don't think it's a priority.
Yeah, I haven't either. That's making me. I'm getting nervous though. I'm starting to get nervous. It's getting close to go time. This guy's still not even out there.
Yeah, it's rough.
Jerry says the more quit on me and won't move. Can't catch a break, dude. What does a ceiling ranking look like for Jameson Williams? I would say his ceiling, if he pops like they're going at it, I would say top 12. What would you say?
Sorry, what was your question?
DeAndre Swift says, what does the ceiling ranking look like for Jameson Williams? It'd say he explodes, like all the hype they're talking about. I would say the highest he could go is top 12 be my ceiling.
His highest? His ceiling for me isn't even top 23.
No. Like, what is the highest he could go for? The floor would be minimum, like, you know.
Yeah. So like, I don't have him in my top 24 as a ceiling play because like the way I quantify them is like, do I project this guy as his floor? His floor for me is top 30. What do I project his ceiling? It's not much higher than his floor because
last year he was wide receiver 22.
Correct. So I don't have him. Like I have him as my top 25 as a ceiling play, wide receiver 30 as a floor play. So if you
Okay.
average it out, he's wide receiver 27. That's how.
I mean, they have so much fucking hype on this guy. It's crazy.
And I try to avoid hype like the plague.
Right.
Common sense and like at the end of the day, a lot of people are going to bet like they're right. We went and we met a bunch of incredible content creators, some guys who are like the godfathers of content for fantasy football. That shit didn't sway me in my beliefs and my takes. I'm still going to double down and bet like I'm right because I feel like I belong, right? And I'm going to say that my process I'm going to stick to, and I don't think Jameson Williams and I don't think Amon St. Brown are going to be great this year. And they're both avoids for me at value. I'll wait for them to fall.
Oh, I'm not drafting him. I'm definitely staying away. I'm just like, if JMO pops like he can pop, I think he's got a higher ceiling than that, is what I'm saying.
Well, we've seen his ceiling be higher than that, but with all the information you have right now based off of the offensive line lows, the offensive coordinator being gone, the fabricated plays and whatnot all not being present, are you still betting that that's his ceiling, or are we still overreacting based off of what happened last year? And that's where I tried to
If he can put it all together, he's nasty, man.
I know. Will this be the year that he puts it all together? Like, there's only two guys I like at value, three guys if you talk about Tesla, but Tesla is practically free. It's Gibbs, because it doesn't matter what the scenario and what the situation is. He's always going to be a game breaker and absolutely be explosive. And then Sam Laporta, down the second half of last year, Sam Laporta was easily, far and away, a top 5, top 6 tight end. He was putting up great, productive fantasy football outings, not just as a tight end, but just as an overall flex play in general. And then all he was missing was the volume. So I think we're going to see the volume where we're not going to see the third and fourth and shorts converted with David Montgomery, because the offensive line has gotten so much worse where they capitalized on their conversions last year, that we're going to see him in that garbage role like we saw Jonathan Smith and Brock Bowers at the end of last year. So give me as much Sam Laporta at value as humanly possible. Gibbs, Laporta, Tesla, I love them all. Those are the guys I'm drafting. Jared Goff, major regression.
Oh, I like that. I'm here for that one for sure. Trey Benson just fell 30 spots.
Yeah, I mean, he's not one of those guys that I'm going out of my way to watch if he's falling or not. It's like, it makes sense.
Let's catch up here. He says, if you draft Stafford, you better draft old Jimmy G. Hey, can we do a delay test so I can figure out how to enter the base? I'll type it in chat for you. I got you. So, like, I'll say pineapples out loud, and then it's usually like round 17. Actually, fuck. Let me see what the lobbies are at. Round 17 around there. I'll get ready to tell you. Teddy was good. Pickleball tonight, baby. Let's go. Bring the heat. I smashed everyone on Monday, bro. 1, 2, 3. Hussein in the building. Bang, bang. Niner game. What's up, boys? We're right around the corner for a draft. We are drafting live this Sunday, by the way, boys. And I think Hussein's going to be on my show. If you have a cam, I don't know who's going on Disco's show. So whatever you guys want to do, we can figure that out.
Does this sound better?
Yeah, you're more clear.
That's better. Okay, sorry. Great call there, Squints. I didn't have the right mic on, so my bad.
Got you. I'm still drafting, and this draft started this Friday. Dude, they take forever, bro. Try a 16-man super flex, triple wide receiver. That shit took us a month. Squints in the building. What's good, brother? Cardinals, not a sexy offense. I'm fading away from Kyler Murray as well. I know we've been saying that all year, Bones, but I'm starting to fade away even more. Do you have a Discord or something you can post to join the draft? I'll type it in chat. The chat is no delay. It's right on. I got you. Oh, man. What is the values here? Bryce Young, 30 passed? Woo! Okay. This may be the winner, folks. I'm still stumped. The Rams almost won the NFC Championship game last year. I got the Rams in the Super Bowl this year, but the Stafford news has me really nervous. Disco, I'll let you know when the draftathon gets closer if I'm able to join or not. I have plans that weekend, but I might have some time late Saturday night. Got you. Go ahead.
Question. You said in a text earlier that you're now convinced that the Buffalo Bills are going to make it to the Super Bowl.
Yeah. Hard Knocks got me amped up, bro. Have you watched it yet?
No, I just I've been waiting for DAZN to put it out, and then yesterday we learned that it's like exclusively on Crave. So we got to get Crave today. We'll probably watch it tonight. But I'm
on episode 3, and I'm like, the Bills are coming. It just hypes you up. You just fall for it.
I have your show. I have my show. And then I'm on the Game Changers after that, doing a spotlight on the 24-hour draftathon.
tonight.
So, yeah, man. Bunch of
There we go.
shows.
My guy's networking all over the world, baby.
It's
bring the net. Yeah, we're gonna have like 8-9 people out there tonight. Quince, my brother Sleezeball, man. What's up, Disco? Who's standing out on Hard Knocks? Nothing's really standing out, but they dropped some interesting stuff. And I had this information sent to me from George like 2 months ago to keep it hush on acquiring Bills players. So the Bills have like a win factor at their stadium that's like the number one win factor, right? Like it brings in 33% more win the way it's built. And they show it on Hard Knocks. They break it down all for you. Oh shit, I'm on the clock. Hang on. This is very interesting, by the way. Someone already took him to Tavion Sanders.
Okay. Yeah, Jatavian Sanders should be creeping up a lot of boards. He should be. Like, I came back after a week of not drafting, almost 10 days of not drafting, and holy fuck, the ADPs just went sideways.
Changed.
Yeah, significantly. So
back to what I was saying here. So the stadium, it brings in like 33% air, which is win factor for like the most in the NFL, or I don't know if it, however they put it. They're building not a roof, not a retractable roof, but a canopy for 2026 in the new stadium that goes around and blocks it to 0% win factor. But if anybody could cut through the wind, it's obviously Josh fucking Allen. But that will make a different impact to, I think, the Bills offense. It's going to be like a little interesting way to look at it. Commanders got to lock up Terry, and I'd like them to make the playoffs possible too. Ooh, Disco called the NFC Championship last year on JD5's rookie year. That was wild.
Yeah, we're full of it sometimes.
I'm drafting for my boss in a redraft league next Saturday. Gonna manage his team this year, getting some good food, chilling at his yacht club with the boys. And if you get the dub for him, talking promotions, baby. Send me up. Dude, the expo was a 10 out of 10, Teddy, or 15 out of 10. One of the funnest trips I've ever had, bro. It's like fantasy football heaven, man. Got to meet this big giant right here. Dude, he's fucking huge.
We got turned, man. We got so fucking turned. I honestly, I've been sober for 3 years, and I'm glad that, I'd never want to drink again, especially after that weekend. But I've been sober for 3 years, and I said, if I'm meeting Sleez in person, I'm 100% getting drunk with him. And this guy said the moment he heard that I was going to get drunk with him, he's fucking bought the entire bar. And we got these big ass fish bowls. Those were deceptive. They tasted delicious, and I had no idea how much alcohol was actually in them. And before we even got to the special invite to the after party with all the big dogs, and that bar was so fucking cool. I'm so glad we went.
Sick.
That was so cool. Honestly, the fact that all the big dogs were there and we got the invite, that was pretty cool. Yeah, I was shit-faced showing up there. So leaving there was just rough because you, Rick Wolf, you guys just kept buying fucking shots for the entire bar. Things got weird, and me and Harmon were having a nice debate about
from last year's argument.
Yeah, he and I had a big argument last year. Mind you, I won the argument. I was right, but I apologized on my delivery.
So next lobby, we're gonna queue up next fresh lobby on the mini. Right now it's 5 of 12.
Yeah, so 5 out of 12 is fine. Wait, what round you are?
I'm at
round you are.
18.
Okay, yeah, let's just fucking queue up. I'm in.
Yeah, let's go now. Pineapples. Type it in chat. I'll type it here.
Should I stream this on X?
Yeah, fire away. 3 more to join. So queue up Pineapples. I hope he doesn't miss it, bro. God damn it, we went so fast. So here's how it goes. I walk in, I see him. I gotta look up to look at Disco. If you look at our pictures, dude, I'm fucking 6'1". This guy's arm is on my fucking shoulders in pictures. It's fucking crazy. The poker tourney, dude, I don't even want to talk about Hussein. I don't even want to talk about it. Made it to round 2, and this is how it went down, bro. So they give you a timeout break. The antes are going up every time. So the first fucking hand we come back, right? The first hand, my 10 flips over on the table, 10 of hearts. So he goes, are we just gonna throw it in? He goes, nah, just burn the card, right? So I had a king, and I had a 10. Burns the 10, gives me another card. It's a fucking king. I have pocket kings. He raises, I raise. He goes all in. He had pocket aces, and it was a fucking burnt hand. I was so mad. Oh my God. Unbelievable. We're going to grab Jalen Coker here. We're done at wide receiver. He's an absolute unit, 100%. Sounds like a blast. Dude, you got to come next year. Everyone that's a fantasy football fan, even if you don't do content or anything, it's like a family, and everybody that's even, high-end celebrities, people on ESPN, people on fantasy, NFL Network, they'll talk to you like normal people. They'll have a football chat. They'll hang out. They'll take pictures. It's unreal. I'll hop in the last minute while driving home from work. Can't do another ticket. Get in. We're in. Let's see if Poker's in here. Poker did not make it in. I typed it in chat. I knew he should have waited. He missed it. Damn it.
I think I'm going to be doing a super flex on my show.
Got you.
Tyler Bradley, you are such a legend, man. It was so fun hanging out with you, and so fun hanging out with Joe. Joe's one of my favorite humans on the planet. Like, we had, when like people celebrate like the clean like daps, we had the cleanest dap of all time in the history of Everton. It was such a blessing to meet that guy. I know I met him last year, but it was just super cool to like chop it up with him, be there and have fun. And
Dude, it was unbelievable.
And I know Tyler has his FFAN jersey leagues out. In case you didn't know, I dominated one of those last year.
I'm gonna grab his link right now.
So yeah, the Fantasy Football Advice Network, they got these jersey leagues. If I'm invited again, Tyler, I'll hop in.
So all of you guys in chat right now, take a second. Amazing people. Got to meet them both at the disco, both at the expo. Take a second, tap that link, go drop my guy Tyler a sub. They're both amazing people over there. Him and Joe cracked me up, bro. That was fun. What do I want to do here? I don't like this situation. Miles Sanders, what are you feeling? A shot?
I can't see because the chat's up.
I'll take a shot on Miles Sanders, I guess.
Okay.
Disco in the house. Always invited. Oh, I talked to Joe too. If you guys want to hop on a show and he wanted to invite me onto your guys' show as well back on the forum, I'm down for whenever, man. It is straight go time from here. No more trips. I've been all over the freaking world in 6 months. I'm good. Football time, dude. My name on DraftKings is Nicholas. Oh, I'm on Drafters. I didn't join DraftKings. My bad.
A silly rabbit.
What are you feeling about Malik Neighbors, man?
Well, I was hoping he would fall there, but obviously these lobbies, that shit don't happen. Yeah, I feel like he's going to be fine. I always like to swing upside, and he's an ultimate upside swing. So why the hell not?
I mean, God, he's making me nervous though too with the toe not practicing.
Just honestly, at this point, the most important thing you could do is just stand on business and stick to your guns, because now is the time where everything and all the things are going to make you doubt yourself. Do not doubt yourself. Stand on business. And if you are questioning yourself, stand on business as to why you're standing on business and doubting yourself. I feel like just having that integrity behind every one of your takes is more important during this crunch time than ever before. So that's why I'm not going to waver on any of my takes unless I see something different. And speaking of seeing something different, I really wanted to gauge your opinion here.
What do you got?
Jarquez Hunter looked pretty good this weekend.
So, man, but Blake Corum got the whole first run.
It's not about the run; it's about the explosiveness, right? So, like,
yeah, but that's explosiveness versus worst defensive players.
I am not anti. So, here's mine. I am not anti my guy. I'm not anti Kyron Williams. I do like Kyron Williams, and I do believe in Kyron Williams. That's not the case. I'm not anti Kyron, right? But I also find that there is legitimacy behind the argument that Kyron was not an efficient runner. He was not an explosive runner. He was not a good receiving back. His usage as a receiving back wasn't even top 32, and there's only 32 teams in the NFL as a running back. His yards per routes run were not efficient. His yards per carry was not efficient. He was not efficient in any category whatsoever. And there's been many indications where they want to be explosive in the run game. And Jarquez Hunter looked fucking explosive. So I think there's a lot of smoke behind
Did he look explosive, or did he look explosive versus fifth and straight?
No, he looked explosive. He looked explosive. Period. Doesn't matter the scenario and situation. He looked explosive. He had the burst. He had the vision.
Mitchell looked more explosive.
Sorry?
Would you say Keaton Mitchell looked more explosive?
Yeah, I have a lot of Keaton Mitchell. Keaton Mitchell, we know, is explosive.
Who would you rather take right now, Keaton Mitchell or Jarquez Hunter?
Both. Like, I'm hyper focusing both of those guys in every one of my drafts as late RB targets because I believe in both of them, and I believe there's a role for both of them. And I think they're better for best ball. And like that's where I try to like differentiate. Like best ball, yes, there's a world where both Kyron and Hunter can both produce, and I don't think it has anything to do with injury. Like it doesn't need injury. I think pass receiving upside. I like how violent he is, the way he finishes his runs.
Pacheco style, right?
Well, I don't think Pacheco style.
Fucking full steam ahead.
I just love the way that he always wants to lay the boom instead of have the boom lay on him. He's the fucking hammer, not the nail. And I love that in smaller running backs. So I loved what I saw from him. Yeah, there's a couple backs who I was kind of questioning coming into, but now I want to get a little bit more. Like that guy, Jalil or Khalil Mullings from
Michigan.
No, from the Tennessee Titans. But yes, Michigan. Fucking loved his tape this weekend. I can only imagine it getting better behind a Zeitler and that interior offensive line that they invested in,
especially with Tajay Spears out for a couple weeks, maybe.
Yeah,
so
yeah,
it's
going to be absolutely incredible. So I mean, Tajay Spears or not, I think he's more of a direct backup for Tony Pollard, who we have seen in the past be injured. But like if Tajay Spears does miss significant time, and after speaking to Dr. Jesse Morse, by the way, like rapid fire, everything and anything injury, rapid fire, Dr. Jesse Morse answered, and then
unbelievable.
Guy's an absolute beauty. And like I made sure on Sunday morning at the expo to validate all the stuff he said at the bar on Sunday morning, because he was obliterated too.
Well, think about it. He was like week 8 for Ayuk, and it says week 6, so could be off a couple weeks there. But
easy. Listen. A lot of people want to question him. Like fantasy receipts came after me in my post, talking about like how I generally appreciate and respect the hell out of Dr. Jesse Morse, and like that's not going to change. Like I do appreciate and respect the hell out of Dr. Jesse Morse. At the end of the day, if you got to meet Dr. Jesse Morse in person, like you would realize the guy's a really good person. He's a really good dude. And that's what it comes down to. Like, yes, tweets can get, manipulated and sabotaged. At the end of the day, Dr. Jesse Morse knows what he's talking about, especially if somebody with coming from, but yeah, ultimately, there's a lot of clarity that I have now in terms of the injuries. Like CeeDee Lamb was somebody who I was worried about. Yeah, I was very worried about CeeDee Lamb because I thought it was a labrum because his shoulder was subluxing, and he dropped names about like, oh yeah, so like CeeDee Lamb so and so works with him, like I know his PT, blah 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 blah. It's an AC joint. I'm like, well, an AC joint doesn't sublux, and subluxation means that like a shoulder that constantly dislocates, right? So he doesn't have that situation scenario. So I mean, CeeDee Lamb wheels up, he's going to be fine, and the shoulder shouldn't be an issue whatsoever if he's right on his analysis and assessment. More often than not, he does appear to be that.
Yeah, that was a huge update. Let's catch up with the chat here. This is the Fantasy Football Advice Network. If you guys are in the stream, make sure you click on that link. Even if you leave my stream for a second, go support the guys. Absolutely amazing people over there. Let me get my Jalen Hurts stack. We got a Hall of Famer in the building. Greg Kellogg, one of the nicest people at the expo, one of the best humans there is, showed us everything, bought us lunch, connected us with all the people. I cannot thank you enough, Greg. It was amazing meeting you. My wife loves you. Absolute awesome trip. I cannot wait to be back with you out there. And my man, I might be using your diet plan here, dude. This guy, I
told my wife the same thing.
Right? Meat and cheese, how does that work?
Yeah, meat and cheese. Just meat and cheese, whatever you want, however much you want. Greg lost 100 pounds. By the way,
he looked good.
His support and friendship goes way far past what he did for us at the expo. He's been networking, connecting us with potential sponsors left, right, and center for the 24-hour charity stream. and eternally forever grateful for you, your work, and what you do and what you continue to do for us, Greg. You are the best.
And Greg, just tell him in chat. Tell him real quick how good JJ McCarthy's going to be.
Oh my God, stop it! Never mind. I take back everything.
Take back everything. He said, "Great see you tell this weekend." CD has a growing injury from carrying big balls in the Cowboys offense, Chef. Let's cut the BS, Mr. Sleezeball and Disco. Who are you guys drafting this Sunday? I'm not telling you nothing, man. I'm at the 14 turn, bro.
I'm not drafting. It's Bones' team. I told the wife I'm not doing any more redraft leagues, and Bones is taking over that team. I'm just along for the ride. It's all Bones' team. I'm just there for the ride.
He says, take JJ as your QB3 because you can get him that late. League winning upside. I agree all the way.
Yeah, but I mean, frick, like I was talking to D-Bro, and like, God bless D-Bro.
He's like top 10.
Yeah, he's got him as his QB 10. That's high. That's really high. Those are very high expectations. And like my argument's not that I think he's not talented or not that he's going to be good. I think he's one of those quarterbacks who's incredibly set up for success. But what happens if he doesn't find success?
Right. I mean, offensive line is great. Run game is bolstered with Jordan Mason. You're going to have Addison with the suspension. You do have, Jettas. They said that they got to reevaluate his hammy next week. So he's not even back yet. Jefferson. So that's also scary. That just makes me so bullish on Hawkinson. I mean, he might just go nuts.
I mean, I think ultimately Hawkinson will be really good. It makes me want to invest more. Just think about it off the top of my head. Makes me want to invest more in the running game. The running game for sure. And then Ty Felton.
Ty Felton, little dart though. Or
yeah, I mean, he looked all right. He looked all right.
It didn't look bad. Addison looked great. That was the scary part. He looked really good.
Yeah, Addison did look. I mean, what, 3 weeks? I'm willing to draft him if he falls for 3 weeks.
At value.
Yeah.
He says, no way you're not drafting. He'll be drafting with him, and he's going to have his show. And I think we're all going to trio link stream up. I think Pete's going to stream as well, too. So I got to figure out. I got to get everyone's payments in, too. I got yours, though, Hussein. I talked to you behind the scenes. It's Big Baller Energy as our team, but you don't do anything for the wife. Give me that London Penix Pitt stack, that BTJ Lawrence Strange. I love both those. I was really looking forward to drafting this year, but it's all good if you don't want to draft because of how many leagues you're in.
I'm still part of the league. Like, listen, it's a community first league, and I'm the founder of Community First. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah,
but I'm letting Boner handle it because I promised the wife that I'm not going to draft and manage so many teams. But we'll be going back and forth, and we have an active plan, I believe, for what we're doing. And yes, I reached on Matthew Golden because I don't think he's going to come back, and I'm going to keep getting my guys.
Man, I don't like this spot.
Yes, the Vikings still have Naylor.
I'm going to move up for Olave here. Pull him up. Olave's been sliding, man. He's been sliding. The Vikings still have Jalen Naylor. They do. Ty Felton looked all right. Naylor, he'll still have probably the 3, mismatch depending on however, Addison and Jefferson play out here.
Sorry, were you talking to me?
So, now that we ran through everything, let's go over. Did you get to catch up on any of the preseason highlights or watching the preseason week 1? Or you've been grinding the whole situation going on for the 20?
Oh no, I'm all caught up.
What were some of your takeaways from the preseason week 1?
I feel like overreaction season definitely changes a lot, right? Like I like the fact that Travis Hunter was hyper-focused. It bodes well for one, Trevor Lawrence. And 2, it bodes well for a lot of the Travis Hunter truthers. But what it doesn't take away, and what people refuse to acknowledge, is there was 0 explosives, and that is still well and far beyond Brian Thomas Jr.'s game, and Brian Thomas Jr. will still be involved in the explosives, and obviously they're not going to show every wrinkle that will get Brian Thomas Jr. the explosives. But yeah, I think the role that Travis Hunter, he'll have a more solid role than I had anticipated back in April, and I think Travis Hunter will be solid. I think Tyrone McMillan's the fucking truth.
He looks good.
I think he's absolutely spectacular. I'm not panicked about Ashton Genty, but I also don't think Ashton Genty, like, I've been very, 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 very like I like Ashton Genty. I like the product, but he is not going to give you positive return on investment based off of where he's going at AAP. Like to me, my assessment is he's a late second, early third round value in redraft.
Some people are taking him like 5 or 6.
Yes, I know, and the
Crazy.
hype. They're doing the same thing they did with Marvin Harrison Jr. last year. Omarion Hampton is going to be fine. Najee Harris is back, so I've been enjoying that value. Didn't really get to see too much from Matthew Golden because, I mean,
it was quick.
Sauce Gardner was there. Other than that, like the overreaction season, I'm here for it. I'm still going to stick to my guns and my knowledge. I mean, I will say this: the Jacksonville Jaguars, the fact that they let Little kick a 70-yard field goal in a preseason
was nasty
to end half. I think that that speaks volumes on what kind of leader they have in that locker room with Liam Cohen and what kind of season we can project. He's always going to go for it, and I love that.
I think the Jags, if Trevor Lawrence can put it together, that's gonna be a scary offense.
Yeah.
It was interesting to see ETN get the whole first role too. I don't know if they were showcasing him or he's the guy, so it's kind of iffy there as well.
When he puts it together.
Tweet. All right, move on here. Let's talk about your Patriots, right? I'm catching up with the chat here first. Rabona King in the building. What's up, man? The Expo. We talked about it when Disco comes into my stream. If you want to rewind it to like 1 minute after, we covered everything at the Expo. It was 10 out of 10 trip, one of the best. He says, "Can I take Trayvon Henderson with the first pick? He looks so fucking good." Vikings should lean into Amari Cooper. So talk today. The Steelers are really interested in snagging Amari Cooper there for A-Rod. So I don't know if that's going to happen, but that was a big rumor comment today. Expo was awesome, man. So now on to your Patriots. Besides Trayvon Henderson, who looks unbelievable, what are you thinking about how Drake May has looked here? And it hasn't been that great.
So, like, I'll go out on a limb and say the offensive line looked way better than I thought they would look this year. I think the offensive line is going to be good, top 15 offensive line. And just after assessing, not necessarily just like the physicality and winning their ones, but just the technique that they played with and the ability that they played with. And I want to say, like, they played with an edge, and I love when an offensive line plays with an edge. And Will Campbell set the tone early and often.
He was out there blocking deep, dude. He was
pissed. And he was finishing his blocks, and I love to see that. They're an offensive line with an attitude. I feel like Bradbury is a very, very, very underrated addition for the Patriots offensive line at center. So yeah. I feel like we're going to get like a lot of explosives, and I think Drake May looked like a second-year quarterback learning a new system.
Right.
And it's a very, very tough system in the first week of preseason. There was goods, there was bads, but ultimately, I think the Patriots are going to be fine.
Kind of like Caleb Williams learning Ben Johnson's system, right? That's why he's had a couple struggles here.
There's going to be growing pains in like the first 3-5 weeks. The passing game may not be spectacular, but yeah, it's going to be great.
Trayvon Henderson, if Ramondre Stevenson goes down, where would you put him?
If Ramondre goes down, where would I put Trayvon Henderson?
Mm-hmm.
I would say Henderson doesn't move. Like he's still where he's at. He's still a top 4 round.
I would say he moves if Ramondre goes down up a lot.
I mean, like I'm not. When I look at Ramondre, I think Ramondre is an okay best ball pick, but he doesn't limit what Trayvon Henderson does because of how explosive Trayvon Henderson is. Like any given moment in time, Henderson can house call, and there's nothing that Ramondre Stevenson does as a football player that's better than Trayvon Henderson. So I'm not drafting as if there's any sort of indication or impact there.
Oh, he's in here. I got to skip over these comments. I see you. Absolutely amazing. 100%.
No, take your time. Take your time.
The Expo was just out of body experience, man. Here he is. Jonathan Coe is in the building. You know what offensive lineman plays with an edge, has a Hall of Fame tackle? What offensive line plays with an edge and has a Hall of Fame tackle? Yeah. He's talking about Lions.
Yeah, the right tackle, and like the right tackle is one of the best offensive linemen to ever play football. Period. Penei Sewell is one of the best offensive linemen to ever play football. Period. But you need 5. You guys got 2. So,
Hit him with a low ball. Why would the Vikings go for Amari Jefferson, Addison Hawkins, Earl Studs, Jalen Naylor? I mean, Ty Felton's nice too. I don't think they go for him. I agree with that. Missed the rumor. The rumor was dropped today from NFL Rumors.
Yeah,
They
the
hit
NFL
miss.
rumors
They
reach
hit
us so
miss.
hard. He's a laughing stock, man. I'll be real. That guy.
They hit some. They hit some.
No, what? Name the last NFL rumors. The NFL rumors started and hit. Don't worry. Oh wait.
Aaron Rodgers to the Steelers. Yep.
Yeah, that was a formality. That he started and that he hit. That was a formality. That was inevitable. Everybody but me knew that.
Okay. August 28th it's still coming. It's 15 days. We're fine.
Everybody but me knew that.
Oh shit! I'm on the clock. Hang on. God. What do I want here, dude? I am enamored with Luther Burden. Okay, he's a 4th round best ball pick at best. They have like 15 linemen. We can fill up the Superflex. I'm down if you guys want to. We can do Superflex next. We can do a mini, whatever you guys want. It's called a roster. Brad Holmes, a great GM. He is. And here's the thing, and this is not to go against Greg or any of the Lions fans here in chat. We had a lot of conversations at the expo with a lot of people that talk fantasy football, a lot of people's opinions I respect. And most of the talk, just to throw at you, Jonathan, was that the Lions are going to have a regression this year. Not a lot of people are high on Amon-Ra as ADP. Obviously, Jahmyr Gibbs is the guy, right? No one's out on that. And more people were in on Laporta, which Disco's been saying. I'm not really in on Laporta. Like, I think he's fair value, but there was a lot of down talk on the Lions compared to last year, is all I'm going to say. He says, we'll see. Disco Detroit is one of the best offensive lines last year, and it's not like other teams don't have to replace players on occasion. I think the offensive line will still be top 10, I'd say.
I have them top 10 for sure. But for what they did last year, for them to repeat, because once again, like their play action was 100% a beneficiary of them being able to go on 3rd and short and have their way with teams, 4th and short and have their way with teams, because Dan Campbell's going to Dan Campbell and constantly go for it. I don't think they have that convenience anymore with the center and right guard not being what it once was. And that in itself is going to make the offense regress. And when I talk about a regression, I'm not talking about like these guys are going to be busts. I'm just talking about these guys are not going to give you positive return on investment. You'll be lucky if you get fair return on investment. That's all. Like I don't hate them.
I like that as well.
I love what Dan Campbell did with the culture there and with the organization. And I'm happy for all Detroit Lions. But I'm also a realist, and I'm not going to be blinded by being a homer. And if you want to be blinded by being a homer, God bless you. That's between you and Jesus. I have nothing to do with it.
I saw this too, John. The Lions just straight up pounded the Dolphins, but come on, it's the Dolphins.
Yeah,
they're not a smash mouth team.
Dolphins have lost 4 or 5 defensive backs, like starting defensive backs. The only healthy defensive back they have coming in for the entire season right now is
really
Minka
bad.
Fitzpatrick, right?
Really bad.
So I forgot who plays
Colts.
The Indianapolis Colts play them week 1. And yeah, I'm just
Anthony Richardson if he starts.
No, I'm just hyper focusing.
Play.
In DFS, I'm and props as well. I'm hyper focusing all receiving prospects against the Miami Dolphins all year long.
So, I like that. Okay, here quarterback's value is still smashing here. What are we gonna do here? I mean, look at all this value. I know if I don't jump on him now, you're gonna take him. So I probably have to jump now, depending on what he does. Let me keep here. Jonathan, I'm old. Make a pick here. This is my guy. I can't let it go. I'm old. Walk the dog for me. Regressed to where they scored 68 TDs last year. Put some numbers on it in words. Owners, walk dogs, Greg, need a like button on the comments because Jonathan deserves a thumbs up. I mean, I'm gonna say that the Lions are a bubble playoff team. I think it's gonna be close.
They don't make the playoffs this year.
You don't think they're out of the? You think they're out?
Yeah, they're not a playoff team for me.
Woo! Okay.
That division belongs to Green Bay, and that's it.
Even with Jordan Love's new finger injury on his non-throwing hand?
I don't give a fuck, man. I don't care. It's the Packers division. They are the most complete team in football.
They are across the board. They're pretty nasty. Let's see here where we are. I'm gonna go I'm going to go Niners are a bubble team. I got the Rams dancing, but Stafford makes me nervous. I think the Falcons win the South. I'll go Green Bay wins the North. I take the Eagles to win the East. That's 5 teams. I would take either Minnesota or Detroit to be another bubble team. Possibly the Commanders is another team.
Like you just can't hand it to Minnesota, right?
Right.
I know, like we're expecting a progression because if Darnold can do it, then definitely, what's his face, JJ McCarthy could do it. But a lot did also go right. It's going to be between Minnesota and Detroit, and both of those guys could squeak in for a wild card. But I just like the NFC East, in my opinion, is too strong, and I feel like the NFC West is going to have multiple representatives as well. So that's where my head's at. And the NFC North could
Seattle.
Well, no, not Seattle, but I mean like San Fran, LA Rams. Those are 2 teams, right? From there. Cowboys could be in the mix. The Washington Commanders should be in the mix. Obviously, the Eagles are going to be in the mix. So those are all 5 fringe playoff teams right there. There's only 7 playoff spots. There's only going to be 1 team from the NFC South. It's going to be either the Falcons or the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, not in any particular order. That's 6. So that means there's 1 more representative.
Who you got? Panthers or Bucks? Man, I'm love the Panthers this year.
I'm not.
Sneak in.
I said Falcons or Bucks.
Oh, I think the Falcons win the division. I think the 8th.
Listen, for fantasy, I think the Panthers could put up a lot of points because there's a lot of high implied point totals in their games, and they have of top 10 highest projected point implied totals based off of their schedule. So yeah, fantasy football, I want to invest in them. I want to make sure that I get some pieces from there in that offense. But do I think that they're a playoff team? That's a completely different category. I think fantasy football and playoffs are 2 different conversations. And like I see what you're saying, Jonathan. I respect your opinion, and I'll continue to respect your opinion. But I'm going to bet like I'm right, and if I'm wrong, so be it. You know what I mean?
I like that. All right, let's catch up here. 12-5. I'm gonna go 10-7. Green Bay. I think Green Bay is really good, man. Green Bay was beat up last year with Love all year. They got more pieces on offense. The defense, Jair's been a wash, so you can't say Jair leaving means anything. He's only played like 30% of the games last 4 years. So, I mean, when's the last time Green Bay beat Detroit? Ain't happening week 1. Ooh. If McCarthy plays well, the Vikings are a Super Bowl contender. Greg is smiling ear to ear with the JJ McCarthy call. The Vikings are stacked across the board, too. If the Packers win the division, that means Matthew Golden will be the steal of every draft. Disco's been saying that. Packers are 3rd in the division from Greg. Ooh. How do you rank it out, Greg? You go Lions, Vikings, Packers, Bears?
Yeah, he says Lions, the Michigan Wolverines, and then Green Bay. That's okay. And Blake Corum forever. And Roman Wilson. Those are his guys. And JJ, of course. I love that.
I like that. I'm gonna grab Hunter Henry here.
I think I'm done at quarterback. I might need a 3rd tight end, but I'm probably going to push that very late. I need to just attack running back right now because I don't love my running back list. My wide receivers are. Oh, fuck, Tua would make sense on this team.
Romeo Doubs got hurt again. Jesus.
Yeah.
49ers need to snag a wide receiver this year for our team. We need a heavy hitter on offense. I feel like CMC and Kittle and Slick Rick can do all the work. Juan Jennings is going to be out there week 1, it looks like, is the update.
That Watkins kid.
Jacob Cowing, remember the name, folks.
That Watkins kid is getting
he's out for a month now.
Really?
Watkins. Yeah, he got crushed.
Yikes.
Tom Brady, Mr. Wolverine. Who are the Packers receivers? Greg is asking. Ooh.
Okay, so 1 is Matthew Golden, 2 is Jaden Reed, 3 is Romeo Doubs, 4 is
Savion or Wicks?
It's a toss-up between Tontavian Wicks and Savion Williams. And then down the stretch, especially if I'm building correlation off of the Green Bay Packers, they have that depth piece of Christian Watson who could potentially come back We haven't seen a healthy Luke Musgrave yet, so we're also going to see 12 personnel as well. So I like that. Tucker Kraft is only going to be better. Josh Jacobs is not going to have to be relied upon. If you look at every deep ball statistical category last year, Jordan Love was top 5, top 7 in every last one of them, and he did it on one leg with two significant lower body injuries. One being the calf that he popped week 1 in Rio de Janeiro, and the second one being the groin injury that he had after week 5. So there's two really, really bad lower body injuries. We did not get to see him on the play action that Matt LaFleur really likes to emphasize, where the quarterback rolls out and he takes those chunk plays. We did not get to see that as part of his game, and still top 5. You get a guy who is an efficient receiver who gets a reception in college, especially in that last game we saw Texas in, who averages 20 to 25 more receiving yards per game in one reception. You get the explosives on both sides, pairing them together. You're talking about a league winner. Like, is he going to be killing it with volume?
You think Bob's getting a possession, though? He's got to stay out there, man.
So the way I'm projecting him is the same way I projected Brian Thomas Jr. last year, where it's going to be explosives and a lot of touchdown equity. It's not going to be volume. Whereas this year, I'm higher on Brian Thomas Jr. because I feel like the volume is going to be there with the explosives, and that's just the recipe for fantasy football gold.
I like that. I mean, I think we're all in agreement that this is the toughest division in football. Yes, right? I mean, NFC North, Vikings, Lions, Bears, Packers. That's number one, the toughest in my opinion.
Yeah, but I mean, I don't think Detroit got much. Like, adding Reed was a very, very significant acquisition on the defensive side of the football. But I don't think Detroit is improved as a football team.
I think they're taking a little step backwards.
Like, you look at all the losses. Losing
their
Aaron
defense
Glenn
was hurt all last year.
Yeah, losing Aaron Glenn is significant. Losing Ben Johnson, significant. Losing Frank Ragnow, significant. Losing Kevin Zeitler, significant. Like, those are way too many losses. For them to repeat what they did last year would be an absolute miracle. And, like, there's only one miracle that I believe in, and that's what I wear on my chest with my faith, and that's what I'll continue to wear on my faith with. But yeah, as for the Detroit Lions, I don't have faith in them. I think they're going to be a fine football team. I like the implied point totals, but they're also not playing every game indoor either. And Jared Goff splits outdoors. Jared Goff splits outdoors is not ideal. And we've also seen Jared Goff splits without elite offensive play calling, and we're not going to see elite offensive play calling this year. So that's the bet I'm making. I could be wrong. I've been wrong before in the past, but I'll continue to bet like I'm right. And if I'm wrong, I'll own it. Jonathan, I'll be like, hey, Jonathan, guess what, buddy? You were right. You were right.
Like it. Greg says, Disco down, Lions, Wolverines, and then Green Bay. Jennings is going to come back. That's the update as of now, as he's ready to be back week 1. Nailed it. Poker says Bears second in the North. Caleb looks like he's struggling early, but I hope he picks it up here.
I'm not looking at the struggling aspect, but I'm also not ready to crown him just yet. I feel like he has a lot going on between the head, and that's what I'm worried about. I think that's where the struggles are. I saw this thing where Keenan Allen said the reason why he didn't want to go back to Chicago was because Caleb wanted the entire team to paint their nails Bears color like him, and he's just like, I'm not with that shit. And it's not about football at that point. It's more about Caleb, and Caleb's really selfish. That was a weird read. I don't know if there's any validity to that.
He's a strange one, man.
I mean, shit. Like, it's okay if your quarterback's got a few screws loose, but if you got too many screws loose, then you just end up like Will Levis. So, like, yeah.
I hear that. Greg says, is this the best ball draft? We're doing drafters best ball right now. Because that's why you take 3 tight ends. Otherwise, I only take 1. Yeah, we're taking 3.
Yeah.
I've been taking 3 a lot. That says Golden, Dubs, wide receiver 1, wide receiver 2, Reed slot, wide receiver 3, Wicks, wide receiver 4.
Yeah, there's a world where I'm talking about fantasy production when I rank them. But in terms of depth chart, I think that Golden, no matter what, is the one. And you're going to see 50-50 split between Reed and Dobbs.
I like that. I think Dobbs is super undervalued, man. I really do. Reed is not an every down. Dude, they misused him last year too, man. He was a top 4 wide receiver for like the first 7 weeks. Obviously, he had the explosion game of like 40 points, but still, they used him so wrong. But they had to, and this brings up like the point of, Pat Fitzmaurice out there at the Expo. He's like, Coach of the Year should have been Matt LaFleur.
100%.
Everything went wrong for
was
Jordan
phenomenal.
Love. And he said the number one thing that most teams in the NFL take from the Packers is their plays and the way they draw them up. And he had to scheme up an offense that was beat the shit. They just rode the back of Josh Jacobs on the craziest run plays. Like, that was an impressive conversation we had there. You have a rookies as the same number one wide receiver for the Packers, that not in any way match up with the Vikings or Lions. Ooh. I mean, Amon-Ra and Justin Jefferson are different planets than Matthew Golden, for sure.
And Amon-Ra and Justin Jefferson are 100% going to have better fantasy football seasons than Matthew Golden. Like, I'm not delusional, but if we're talking about return on investment and where they're going based off of, he's going off the board as wide receiver 44. You're talking about a guy with top 20 upside easily. That's his floor easily. I have him as my wide receiver 15 in fantasy football. And you're getting him as the wide receiver 44. So
that's great investment return for sure.
We're all about ROI here, and we're all about not reacting based off of what happened last year. We're all about projecting forward, and we like to get weird. And the way we like to get weird is not being a slave to consensus.
I like that. Let me snag my guy here. So if you guys haven't seen this update either, the drop today, Jackson Dart to be starting sooner than later was the update they dropped for the Giants today, which is interesting. 15-2 last year. Last year though. Says Disco Brad Holmes doesn't care. It won't be a miracle. The miracle is Mahomes' revenge tour. Getting Hutchinson back, dude. I felt like when Hutchinson went down last year, the Lions knew it was over. It felt like the heart and soul of the Lions just went down with him, man. I felt so bad. I love Hutchinson.
Why am I the anti-Lions guy just because I'm not projecting them to do as great as they did last year? I don't get it. I'm not the end. Like, listen, I don't hate you guys. I just auto-pick Gesicki. I hate my life. I'm not against you guys. I'm not anti-Lions, right? I just pro my rankings and my bets. And like, if you guys are not against it, then just disagree and keep it moving, baby. Simple.
They're coming after you.
I mean, listen, man. It's not the first time, but when I cash in at the end of the year and my takes are right, and all those guys who are like ripping on me for having Brian Thomas Jr. as a top 10 or having Chase Brown as a top 10 or James Cook as a top 10, those guys are nowhere to be seen. So I'm okay with that. Like, at the end of the day, like, I respect everybody's opinion.
Nice fucking DJ Gooden's pick.
Thank you. I appreciate it. There was so much emphasis on that.
All right, so Blake Corum or Jarquez Hunter? What's the better value?
Jarquez.
You sure?
Ask Greg.
You're gonna ask me to ask him a Michigan guy?
Yeah, ask the Michigan guy.
Ask Greg the Michigan question, huh? I feel like that's not gonna go well.
I think I landed the plane at running back almost. Devon Achane, Jalen Warren, Zach Charbonnet, Tyler Algier, Jalen Wright, Keaton. Oh, I didn't realize that I double tapped the Miami Dolphins there. Yikes.
Ben Johnson is going to do wonders, but it has been a slow start. It's a very hard system to learn right away. I mean, Caleb has not looked good by any means, but it's early. That's for sure. And the weapons are great. And Luther Burden has been the focal fucking point of the offense. That guy's a freak of nature that should have never fallen that far in the draft. Don't look good. There's no question about it, but the office good enough to overcome rookie mistakes and did look primarily because it's preseason vanilla defenses. I agree. I love Dart, though.
Jonathan, Greg is a first ballot Fantasy Sports Writers Association Hall of Fame writer. He is my mentor and somebody who I actually adore. Greg is one of the most beautiful people on the planet. I love that man, and I'll never, ever say anything poor about him because he's as good as it gets. He's the best. And my wife even wants to come to the expo next year to meet him. So, hell yeah, we love Greg.
Love it. I'll come to the expo next year. Chop it up, dude. I'd love that. He goes, do you guys think Amari Cooper is going to play this year? They're talking Steelers today. Obviously, he's going to end up somewhere. He's playing the vet game. Where should we pick up Keenan Allen? Dude, Keenan Allen's ADP has skyrocketed.
I'm not drafting him at this current value.
It's crazy, right?
Are you going to do it?
No. I got 20% at the earlies. I'm so happy about it now.
Yeah.
So he went from
we were getting him
to one. What is he? 120?
Yeah, we were getting him around 18 to around 20. So I'm okay with that.
I mean, there's no player when this season started that I thought would have jumped ever that high from the bottom of the list, but the landing spot's perfect, right? back home with the Chargers. I would have said he went up 1 to 2 rounds, not 6. Like that's way too much of a jump for me.
I love the fall for Trey Harris. Like I'm just trying to get me some more Trey Harris now at this value.
You seen the updates on Trey Harris? He's been dropping everything.
Don't care.
He's got the drops like Dontavian Wicks,
Quentin
Johnston.
Quentin
He's
Johnston
hanging out with QJ too much. He says when you're picking this light, you want to go for upside. Blake Corum is over Jack was because if Kyren goes down, Blake is. I agree, but I think it'd be kind of a split. You don't think it'd be a split between Jarquez? What do you think?
When we're looking at efficiency and explosiveness, I think Jarquez in best ball format is the better pick because of there's more upside. But if we're talking about as like a pure cuff and redraft format, I think you're fine either way.
I'm starting to love this last pick here. I don't want to say it out loud. Late. Like I said before, Sleez, you're going to think that I'm going crazy, repeating the same shit over and over again. But man, I hope we can grab. No, do not get Gabe Davis. Please. I cannot have Gabe Davis as a 49er.
Yeah,
I've been talking too much shit on this guy for years. I do not want Gabe Davis. Please. He was on stream. It was a great one. Have you guys heard from two fat guys? No, I have not. Have you heard from two fat guys?
I heard from him a couple months ago. He's dealing with some health issues and some financial situations. But he's okay. He's still with us. He's still fine, and we still check in from time to time.
Smart man here, Greg. I have 20% Keenan Allen before the draft started, but I'm done drafting him now. He said I drafted Allen before because I knew it would sign. Smart. Drops like Jamar Chase as a rookie. This many is difference is a time box. Oh yeah, let me know. Oh shit, I'm on the clock. Hang on. This is one of my favorite picks here, guys. Late round, Kendre Miller. Kendre Miller got the full run with the ones. Then Devin Neal's down with the little nursing the hamstring. But
you know what J. Cole said, right?
What do you say?
Fool me one time, shame on you. Fool me, can't get fooled again.
I'm a firm believer that Kamara is getting traded this year. Okay. Do you want to hop in the Superflex Disco, or do you want to go in another mini? They're both 9 of 10, 10 of 12, so we have to wait for either one. What do you guys want to do, chat? You guys pick. You let me know what you want to run. Should I start Cortland Sutton or Emeka Egbuka Cortland Sutton?
You got a super, by the way.
What?
You got a super?
Oh, there we go. Super chat, Matt Glore. Thank you, brother. I couldn't see I was so far behind in the chat.
Start
all
8.
Super chats go straight to the front. Here we go.
Yeah, start 8 PPR, 1 QB, trade 2 mid-lates, firsts for Tet.
So it's an 8-man league?
No, he's saying he starts 8 in PPR. So it's like 1 quarterback, 2 running backs, 2, you know what I mean?
Yes, I'm smashing that. 2 mid to late first, smashing that for Tet. He's a 1.2 value. You can go from 1.7 to 1.12 with 2 late first or early second.
What year are the firsts? Because if it's a 2027, I don't think I'm doing it.
I'm doing it still, even if it's
27.
If
they're both 2027 firsts, you're doing it?
I'm not. One of them. One of them is 27.
If both of them are 2027 firsts, I'm not giving that up. 26 and 27, okay. I think you can convince me there if it's a 26 and 27, but if you're giving up 2 2027 firsts, hell
yeah, I wouldn't. I agree with that.
Mini 1 out of 12.
Mini pineapples on the mini, guys. We're gonna run one more mini here. So pineapples, if you're new in stream, means hop in. Thank you for the subscription, Matt.
Oh.
I would take that, and I'll tell you why I'd take it.
No, look at the other option. I'm taking the other option 100%, buddy.
Which one?
One more.
Or 2 firsts
and downs for Kraft and Drake London. Hell yeah, give me Drake London all day, every day, buddy. And Tucker Kraft as a flyer. Yes,
that's he's giving up Kraft with it.
No,
2 first downs and Kraft for London.
Oh, 2 first downs and Kraft.
That's way too much.
That's way too much for London.
I'm giving up the 2 firsts for Ted McMillan in a heartbeat.
I thought you were giving up 2 firsts and downs for Kraft in London. Greg, I love you, buddy. Good to see you. Thank you for being one of the best people on the planet that I know, and thank you for all your continued support, my friend.
100%, Greg. Thank you for stopping by, man. Awesome meeting you. Wife loves you. Thanks for hopping in. And if you want to hop on the show anytime, you're always more than welcome. And the invite is always open.
Good people.
He said Superflex. I missed it. So, and here's why I'd even be willing to give up a little more with my 26-27 first as being late. So if you look at a 1.6 from 26, right? 26, obviously, everyone knows the 27 class is better. So if you have a 1.12 and 27, it's pretty much bumped up to like a 1.8, right? Because the class is so stacked. There's 24 possible hitters of starting players they have in that class. So if I'm looking at my 26 late first, you drop that back at least 5, and then you're looking at the value of your 27 being a 1.8. So to get from 1.6 to get Ted McMillan's value, which is a 1.2, what would you take to trade to get there, right? You'd probably need another first. So either way, the value is still the same, and you're getting your stud 6'5" alpha wide receiver. I'm taking Tet everywhere I can get him. Disco's going to do a super flex on his show. Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, we're doing a super flex on my show, bro.
With Tet, my team is JD, Bijan, Genty, Neighbors, Marv, Rice, Diggs, Downs, Kraft. It's over. It's over.
Well, I mean,
that team's going to be good forever.
Tet's your flex too. That's crazy.
I mean, JD, you're locked in. The number 1 QB asset. Neighbors, the number 1 number 1 wide receiver asset. Genty, the number 1, possibly number 2. You got Gibbs and Bijan, and you have Bijan, Marv, Rice, Diggs, Downs, Kraft, and then you take Stephon Diggs when he has a big game. You add him to Kraft, and you try and go get like a Tyler Warren.
How many people are in this league, Matt?
I got to answer the door. Hang on, my
great,
wife.
Great work.
Take over, just go. Unlocked.
Matt, how many people are in that league for you, buddy? I would love to know how many people you have in that league. Stat ATL says, I personally rather try to negotiate for London. I do like the idea of getting London, especially as like a flex play, but you're then giving up.
You're giving up a ton
assets, right? And I always think about the way you want to do dynasties. Like, you don't want to give up and put all of your bread in one basket. You want to make sure that you keep a couple other baskets open and make sure that you're good for this year and next year. So yeah, that's way too much cap. I didn't realize he was giving up Kraft on top of the 2 picks.
I don't know if I'd say that Tet's not a proven. I mean, obviously he hasn't played a snap in the NFL yet, a real snap right in the game, but I'd say he's pretty proven.
Yeah.
And I'd say wide receivers that are drafted inside the top 10 of the NFL draft for the past 10 years, who's missed?
Well,
what guys missed?
N'Keal Harry.
N'Keal Harry.
No, all I'm going to say is, like, that Tucker Kraft's a proven commodity. That Josh Downs is a proven commodity. Like, even though Drake London's a proven commodity, he's a very valuable asset. You're still giving up way too much.
That's giving up 3 firsts for
There's
1.
way too much discrepancy. Yeah, he's given up way too much for London, but I don't think it's the final offer, because if they do struggle a week, buy low.
Are you happy if Tet was Marvin Harrison? Yeah, I'm still buying Marvin Harrison everywhere. Even though, the Kyler Murray stuff's kind of scary. You don't know this quarterback situation heading into the next year. I do think Kyler's playing for his job. But Marvin Harrison, 22-year-old Maserati. Yeah, I want that. Yes.
I should have rented a Mozzie.
I mean, think about it like this, Matt, and I do Dynasty 24/7. This is my favorite talk. If you have the 1.2 right now and you're on the clock, right, and you're a contending team, which your roster is, right, would you take a 26 and a 27 first to move back from the 1.2? To move back to next year if you're contending? Or would you take Ted McMillan? That's how I would give an example on it.
Fuck, this draft is starting late.
Oh, no, it's still not going. Queue up in the mini, guys. 11 to 12 pineapples.
I sent you the link in the DM, by the way.
Oh, to yours, I got you.
Yeah.
This one's gonna run through it. There we go. We're up.
All right, guys, let's go rapid fire picks. Everybody in the lobby right now, hit that I am ready. Let's draft. I want to see all 12.
Yeah, pre-draft. Lock it in. Exactly. I'm basically looking at it on draft day. He'd never do that trade for Ted. I think he wants to blow it up for Jeremiah Smith, which everyone's doing in 27. That makes sense. That's exactly why I'd take that trade. 100%. And everyone's on this. Jeremiah, we're still a long ways away from Jeremiah Smith. A lot can happen, man.
He's still a good fucking deal. He's still a good pick, man. He's still a good football.
Oh, I know. But they're saying he's 4.5 first already, which is insane. And then you got to think back like this, like Luther Burden, right? Last year, if he didn't have his injury, didn't play down, he was the hype of last year, and then he went in the second round. Ollie Gordon the year before was going to be the number 1 prospect running back, and he was a fucking 5th round pick the next year. So yeah, the Jeremiah Smith hype is there, but there's a lot of intangibles that still have to get to that point.
Apparently,
So
Amon-Ra was unstoppable today, by the way, according to 32 beat writers.
Yeah, he destroyed the 5th and 6th string corners of the Dolphins.
Well, I mean, those are their starters.
And what I just dropped right there should be fucking clipped, because that is exactly true. Luther Burden was hyped to the max. Ollie Gordon was hyped to the max. They both fell off, both drafted way later. Jeremiah Smith is hyped to the max. We're a long ways from Jeremiah Smith still.
But weren't you just
Ohio State wide receiver?
Weren't you just praising Luther Burden like a minute ago?
Yeah, that's what I said. I love Luther Burden, but I'm talking about draft capital wise, he was coming out as a guy. Luther Burden was in 2023 top 10 pick.
Your mic sounds like you're in Alaska's own emotions.
We're in Alaska. Is it back?
Yeah, that's better.
Yeah, so he was going to be projected top 10 pick.
No, still shit.
Hello.
Yeah, that's
Hello?
much better. Just put your mouth on it. That's what you said.
There we go. So he was a top 10 pick projected. Ollie Gordon was the number 1 running back coming out projected, and then they both had a down year and both got injured and played less. So I mean, yeah, Jeremiah Smith looks like a god, and Ohio State produces godly receivers. We know that, but still, we're a long ways away. I feel like Jeremiah Smith was on my CFP 26 Dynasty team.
Apparently, Marshawn Lloyd and Trey Tucker are both getting a lot of hype today.
Marshawn Lloyd put on a juke move that made everyone go crazy. He dipped him hard,
and then
broke his ankles.
Diggs is cooking right now against the is that the Vikings? I believe the joint practices with the Vikings. Byron Murphy.
World Fantasy Rank. Thank you for the membership. Thank you for the subscription. Means the world, buddy. Thank you. Welcome into the channel. Jeremiah Smith, another overrated OSU wide receiver, been a long time since they produced a top 5. Garrett Wilson's been a top 10. I don't think Chris Olave has been top 5. I don't think they've had a top 5 wide receiver in a minute, but they produce top 15 to 10 over and over. I think Emeka Egbuka will be top 5 sooner than later.
What about your guy Garrett Wilson?
That's what I said. He's been top 10 back to back, but he's never top 5. Disco, how excited are you for the 24-hour stream? It's gonna be absolutely epic, bro. Are you gonna stream the entire time? He is.
Who asked that?
Hussein.
Oh, yeah. I'm not excited. I'm terrified.
Dude, I don't know how he makes it 24 hours. I can't do that, man. But I'm gonna try.
I don't either.
You're gonna be out bar.
You're definitely not making it.
The industry. Thank you. World Fantasy Rank means the world, my man. Yeah, Lloyd is a great pick if he can stay healthy. I agree. Oh, I'll be back. I'm not drinking heavy. Just kidding. What do you guys think about I like this. I'm gonna let Disco take this away first because I'm gonna crush this on the way back. What do you think about the Jets situation? Is Breece Hall going to be the RB1 role still?
So I've been staying true to this the entire time. I feel like it's a copycat league, especially when you come from a 1A, 1B situation. And I'm referring to Aaron Glenn, right? Aaron Glenn is now the new head coach in New Jersey or New York, wherever the New York Jets play out of, and whoever they represent, they all suck. I knew that was coming. Sorry, I'm a Pats fan. I had to. But nevertheless, it's a copycat league, and we know that we saw them benefit from having that slasher and that explosive runner in Detroit, where Aaron Glenn is coming from, and we saw them have success with that bruiser, like we saw them have in Detroit, where Aaron Glenn's coming from, right? And they have essentially a poor man's version for both Jahmyr Gibbs and for Braylon Allen. I personally like both running backs, especially in best ball format. I love drafting both of them. I'm invested in both of them. And I think they're both going to give you positive return on investment based off of the draft capital spent on where you're getting them. So that's how I'm breaking it down. I like both of them to give you positive return on investment. So Breece Hall's a late 3rd, early 4th round value. I have him projected as a top 12 running back. Braylon Allen, I have projected to outperform his ADP by at least 40 slots, and he's coming in rounds 11 to 10. So I'm not hesitant to draft either one of them. I think their run game is going to be their wide receiver too, right? It's either that or Alan Lazard. Which one would you rather bet
Mason
on?
Taylor, baby.
I mean, you could bet on Mason Taylor.
All right, so if you guys all know where I stand on Breece Hall, I've been out on Breece Hall all year long, Hussein. So here's my take.
So at what point, before you start doing your thing, at what point, like what value, what pick would you rationalize being a good pick for Breece?
6th round.
It's too late for me.
Oh man, last year he was everyone's RB1 and he finished as what, RB15?
Was he mine?
So
yeah.
I thought a couple days, but I'm gonna do it.
Yeah, for the consensus bros, like it's like the Saquon situation this year. It's like, you know, we get it, but don't worry about last year. I'm just talking about this year. Why do you have him as a 6th round value?
I have him as a 6th round value because yes, they got their offensive lineman in the draft that's going to help them. Yes. Justin Fields, everyone thinks, has this massive check down rate, but the check down rate for Justin Fields is actually not a top 5 check down rate like the numbers show. That is because he's had screen wide receivers and screen tight end plays drawn up. I did a whole tweet on it, breaking it down. Breece Hall, yes, he's on his contract year, but yes, they are going to be trading him before the deadline because the Jets are not going to be in contention and they are not going to pay for him when they see what they have in big boy Braylon Allen. And they just showed you last week in the preseason game in slow motion, the same block, the same run, and Breece Hall ran right into the fucking lineman, and Braylon Allen took it out for 20 yards.
And Ashton Genty did fuck all with his preseason touches as well. I'm not giving any sort of merit.
Braylon Allen is my league winner.
Yeah, I mean, I have more Braylon Allen than I have Breece Hall for what it's worth. But like, just to go based off of your pushback, there's 2 things that you said that I want to address. Point number 1, you said that Breece Hall is going to get traded.
I feel like he's getting traded for the deadline.
Yes. So I feel like any scenario and situation where you can get out of New York is better for you as a human being and as a fantasy producer. So that just means that Breece is going to be better if he does get traded. And that I mean, like, that's a crazy take. I'm not betting on him being traded by any means. I don't care if he gets traded. Secondly, so sure, the check down rate isn't there, but in a read option offense, when you have a running quarterback, it means no matter what, you're going to be able to attack the stack against the defense, and the defense is not going to have enough defenders to count for what you have there. So there's going to be moments where Breece absolutely explodes, and I think he's going to have a very consistent and safe floor. It doesn't matter the format. I'm betting on him.
I don't think it's 1A, 1B anymore. I think it's 1A, 1A from what they've seen from Braylon.
It is 1A, 1B. That's what I said. That's the first thing I said. That's what I've been saying all year. So it's 1A,
I'm thinking it's like Jordan Mason, Aaron Jones, 1A, 1A. I think it's be even split.
Yeah, that's what an 1A, 1B room means.
1B is like 60-40.
No. That's a cuff. That's a cuff. 1A, 1B means they're both ones, and they're both going to be treated as such.
Yeah, I mean, I just saying I think Braylon Allen sees 50%, and I think he sees all the goal line work. And I think when you're looking at games of where they're behind, could that feed Breece in the passing game? It could, but Braylon can catch too. I just don't like Breece Hall this year. It's been known.
We'll go above and beyond to not be on camera.
AMG, what's good, brother? How we doing? You need to grab some energy, drink some coffee, wake yourself up. What's up, Chase? How we doing, brother?
You okay?
What's up, fellas? Tip, Major.
What the fuck is going
Get in here, Tip. You want to hop in, brother, for the last 20 minutes here?
Love you, baby. Thank you.
I'm going to send you one. All right to your Twitter. Check your Twitter, Tip.
Ridiculous. It's so ridiculous.
Oh. Braylon Allen is going to be my Jordan Mason. Those two are my league winner at value running backs.
How's this look?
What is that? Bull rush? That's sick.
Right?
Yeah, I like it.
I think we might have to put it like up here.
You got to put it where it's directly viewable. Take those pictures down.
Yeah. Well, no. These pictures are staying. This one's going off. Oh, I'm on the clock.
AMG, you got to stand in invite whenever you want too.
AMG, you're welcome for that draft, buddy. Papa cook for you.
Can you hear me, Tip?
I can. Can you guys hear me?
I can hear you. Yeah. He's on the phone. What's good, bro?
What's up, fellas? No, I'm actually on the road. So if it's a little loud, let me know. But I popped into space and you guys started talking Braylon Allen, and I was like, oh wow, music to my ears.
Braylon
Allen. Love this kid.
Are you drafting Breece Hall this year? At value?
I'm not gonna not draft him, but I'm definitely drafting Braylon Allen. I've done so far in most of my leagues. I've got Braylon Allen going.
Well, I mean, are you if Breece falls, how far does he have to fall for you to like him? Do you like him at 3rd round?
Oh, he has to fall at the 5th or 6th round right now. 5th or 6th.
Music to my ears.
Do you see what World Fantasy Ranks just said?
Man. Yep. I don't know if you guys can hear me. I hear like music going.
Oh yeah, it's probably here. I'll turn this off. Hang on.
We can hear you loud and clear, Tip. You sound beautiful. It was great seeing you, man. I had a lot of fun.
Yo, what's up, Disco?
I had a lot of fun with you at the expo, brother.
He didn't even recognize me at the expo. I go, there goes the neighborhood. He turns around.
Oh hell yeah, bro! Like, look. I hear somebody call my name, Tip, or something to those fact. I don't know. I may have been inebriated. I may have had a couple of puffs here and there. But I turn and I see this guy walking towards me, and he's a big dude. He's not as big as you, Disco, but he's a big dude.
No, nobody's
as big as him. He's walking towards me with this naked face, and I'm like, I don't know who this guy is. And then I hear the voice, and then I'm like, oh my god, that's Sleezbomb. And it was so crazy, man, so funny.
We had Greg in the chat earlier, and Greg didn't like my takes on the Detroit Lions this year.
Where you got the Lions finishing this year, Tip? Playoff team? No playoff team.
I think they could. I mean, they're gonna have to get a lot of things right early. As far as like going through all these changes with the team, with the coaches. I was talking to Greg. I knew, obviously knew about Aaron Glenn and Tanner Ekstrom, but I did not, or Ekstrand, excuse me. I did not know that they had 14 coaching changes until I started talking to Greg, and I was like, Greg, that's a lot. That's a lot of
coaches. That's too much, right?
That's a lot of philosophies. That's a lot of coaching. That's a lot of mentoring. All of that is out of the window. And okay, look, I know Dan Campbell is the guy, and Dan Campbell, I believe in Dan Campbell. I trust in Dan Campbell. But there is going to be a little bit of time where you just these new faces, new names, it's going to take some time. So I think that if any team can overcome that, it would be Detroit. Again, I think it's going to be a tight race for this division. But I got them right now. I got them finishing right at like I would say they could still get number 1 because there's a lot of question marks in Chicago. There's a lot of question marks with JJ McCarthy. There's, Jordan Love now dealing with his finger or his thumb issue. So, I mean, there's a lot of question marks here. So I think that if they stick to the basics, which Dan Campbell's going to want to run the ball, going to play tough defense, and they stay healthy, I see where they could finish number 1. But I could also see where they finish number 2 or 3 if one of these other teams get hot.
That division is stacked.
It is stacked, man. It is stacked.
So, Tip, are you going to hop on tomorrow? You're going to be home. It's your day off, right?
Tomorrow is my day off, normally, but because I was at the expo this weekend, I scooped up an extra day. But let's see. I mean, you guys usually do it around this time, but I'll for sure pop on next Thursday for sure.
Well, you have the invitation to my show that's happening.
And I'm going to your Disco. I'm going to yours on Saturday. I think it's 10 p.m.
Yeah, no. I'm talking about like. There's a 24-hour draftathon, but I also just sent you an invitation to our show in 15 minutes if you want to hop in.
Okay. I don't if I'm gonna be home in that, because I'm probably got another 30-40 minute drive.
Yeah, whenever you are home and settled, pop in, brother. All right.
Gotcha. Let me catch up with the chat here.
I love you guys.
We're drafting it up with Tip.
Love
Make
you
sure
too, buddy.
you guys follow Tip Major on X if you have not. Great dude. Met him at the expo. He didn't even know who I was. We're gonna talk about that later.
Hey, you can't be cut. You can't cut your hair. Last time I saw you, you had that face full of hair. Then I go and see you at the expo. Your face is naked. Come on, man. You're gonna throw me off.
you don't look like you do on camera. For what it's worth in person, like even Debro was talking about, like, he looks nothing like I thought he'd look like in person. It's like I see this guy all the time on fucking camera, and we spoke about that for like the entire Friday party. It's like you were speaking together, and he didn't register that it was you, Sleez, until like 15 minutes in the process, and he's just like he didn't recognize you at all.
I know.
Yeah.
All right,
I had
catch
the
up with
voice.
the
The
chat.
voice gave it to me.
All right. Hang on. We're way behind the chat here. We was just offered 2026 first and Tillman and Drake May. I'm smashing that. If that's a super flex league, I'm smashing that, bro. Drake May is worth 2 first. You get a 26 first. AJ Brown, maybe a 1.4, and he's aging out in a run heavy offense. Give me that all day.
Yeah, I mean, you are getting positive return on investment. I'm just not as excited as the many consensus pros on Cedric Tillman this year.
Tillman's more like a throw-in piece.
Yeah, I mean, it's negligible.
World Fantasy Rank says, we're starting with subs to you both. Huge sponsorships incoming. We need a sign in the back. Send it my way. I'll put it up in the back. I need to still make my room going as well here, too.
Shoot me a DM because we have a 24-hour draftathon literally next weekend, and we have sponsorships and websites coming up. So if you are looking for sponsorship opportunity, we'll get you involved immediately.
I agree. Hang on. I got to catch. Can I swing this here? Can I swing this play? Will he come back to me and just be done at QB?
Double elite QB is hurtful.
I know. I'm going to try something different. The Jets are stinky poo-poo. Every time you start to believe they let you down, I'm out on all Jets. I'm out on everyone but Garrett Wilson and Fields. This draft party is this Sunday. We're going to have 12 of us going. Different shows. We're going to link together all 3. So I'll have me, Disco, Pete Terranova, and possibly, I think, one more. It should be probably, 100 views colliding together for the draft. It's all a community first that Disco started like 2 years ago. So it's like best of the best in our group. What were you gonna say, Tip?
No, I was gonna say. I mean, we're not Braylon Allen. I mean, we like. I know you love him.
He's going. Let's go, Braylon.
Okay, so for what it's worth, Sleez, who was first on Braylon Allen last year? Like the first show I had you on, who convinced you on Braylon Allen last year?
Well, I was never convinced on Breece Hall ever.
I know, but who was first on Braylon Allen last year?
Yeah, you know Braylon Allen. Like, he didn't do much last year.
I like them both. I like them both to give you positive return on investment. I'm drafting them both in best ball.
And I'll leave with this, guys. I mean, one thing that I'm looking at with these Jets last year, I mean, they were the worst run attempt team or rushing attempt team out there. I think that's a complete 180 this year. I think that we go to a team that could run the ball 30 plus times a game. And if you're doing that, sign me up. I mean, look, I'll take Braylon Allen. I'll take Breece Hall. I'll take Justin Fields because those guys
got to be winning to control the clock, though.
No, you don't, because if you are a defensive-minded head coach, which Aaron Glenn is, your goal is to play the time of possession, and the way you play the time of possession is playing solid time of possession and field position is to play solid defense, which the Jets have. They have a solid scheme. They have solid personnel and players. You run the fucking rock, and you play the position game. So, like, yeah, I'm Tip, you and I very seldomly agree, but this is one area where we do agree, buddy. So
yes, like I mean, I could see this team getting. What did Philly have last year? 36 rushing attempts a game. I think they can easily get close to. I would say 35. I'm gonna put in 35.
No way.
They can definitely
so the Eagles ran the ball the most historically in NFL history last year. So to say easily is like they ran the ball 70 more times than the next closest team.
The Detroit Lions ran it 30 times a game, and that was number 8. There's no way the Jets are surpassing that. They got to be winning to control the clock.
No, there's 2 ways to look at it. Play solid defense, punt the football, run the rock.
Run punt, run punt, run punt.
Pretty much.
All right. Well, look, we'll say this: 30 times a game. That's the threshold. They're gonna do it.
I would say that there will be games that they run the ball that much, but I also agree with Sleez. There's going to be certain games where they're going to have to air it out.
Yeah, of course.
So here's what I'm doing, Matt, to catch up real quick. I'm taking that trade for AJ Brown. I'm taking that 26 first. I'm adding that to my 27 first. Keeping my first capital. I'm getting Ted McMillan. Easy switch. I took Mason over Aaron Jones. So did I. We're starting with the 7. I covered that. Let me catch up. We're so far behind on chat. 1 QB, Mahomes, Drake May. That's perfect. Oh, you don't need 3 QBs. That's for sure. And 1 QB values are not that good in Dynasty. So I might just do the Ted deal. You're right. 10,000%. Definitely shoot Big Draft Energy at DM or me on Twitter, World Fantasy. I'm freaking honored to be the best of the best. You guys can be a hell of a draft. Too much draft capital on QB taking Allen and Knicks. I know. I'm trying something different. I know. I was wondering about one thing about our league. Please, what do you got? Y'all making me want to trade Brees. I have no stock in Brees Hall. I traded every single piece I have everywhere.
Who? No, don't say y'all making me want to trade Brees. Like, no, don't put me in that category. I'm keeping Brees. I like Brees. I'm selling high on Brees. Right now, it's not a sell high window.
I don't know if he's going to make it back to him in a reach. We're just getting weird in this $3 mini. Dynasty League, would you trade J Season? JSE? Who's JSE? Why am I
JDE.
blanking?
That's JDE.
You said, would you trade JSE?
Oh.
Is that JSN maybe?
I don't know. JDE and PP7 for a sixth and far. He's clowning.
OPP, you know me. CP30. Like what? Like we need names.
This guy, I think Buzz is trolling.
I almost had an aneurysm trying to read that.
Because
Brock Bowers is bald this year. I may be fucking wrong.
It's all that. He looks
I may be wrong.
Crazy. He says, sorry, I'm trading for AJ Brown, but using the first. Oh, no. I'm going for Tet over AJ Brown all day.
I'm auto picking?
Hell no. I do not want to own AJ Brown in Dynasty. He is very hard to trade if your league is competitive and smart. Tet, you got to think about Dynasty like when the rookie assets pop, right? Like Tet McMillan right now, what could you get for him? You could get way more for him than you could get for AJ Brown for the rest of the next 5 years. Bowers looked bald last year. I'm all out. I'm lower on Bowers this year than normal. Who's your tight end one, Tip?
Come back. Say that again.
Who's your tight end one?
Oh, yes, Bowers. Yeah, I mean, it's
Bowers?
No.
But he's a Raiders fan.
Hell no.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Hell no. Hell no.
Like,
I cannot put. Look. I cannot put my stock into a tight end who has over the last 7 years averaged 2.5 touchdowns going back to college. I'm not doing that, guys. I'm not going to do it with Trey McBride. I've been telling people, look, because people will start to panic. They'll see Brock Bowers leave, and then they're like, oh, my God, I got to get a tight end. No, you don't. If you don't get Brock Bowers, just wait. Wait, people. Do not go out there and get – I've seen too many times where about 6 picks after Brock Bowers goes, Trey McBride is going, and it just makes me like, why? You can get Derrick Henry. You can get Jonathan Taylor. You can get T. Higgins. You can get Tyreek Hill. All of these guys who score touchdowns and who get you points. At Trey McBride, I understand it. I get it. Great. He catches the ball. Great. He has PPR aspects. I love it. But he doesn't score in the red zone. They don't really look to him in the red zone. Is that going to change? I don't know. Hopefully. But then you got a guy, Marvin Harrison Jr. over there, who looks like they're working on the chemistry, who looks like he could be a big piece in this offense this year. I just think there's too many variables, man. I'm Brock Bowers.
Okay. So if we're talking about too many variables, excuse me.
Here we go.
We're talking about too many variables. Holy fuck. Like, you're clearly a Raiders fan, so you know what's going on with that offense.
I'm putting in fantasy. Oh yeah, in fantasy, I put all that stuff out of the window. But I do know what's going on in the offense. Go ahead.
Of course. So historically, and like, listen, I'm about to cook for probably 3-4 minutes, so bear with me. Right?
Take it away.
I'm going to break this down bit by bit for you and for the chat. So guys, hear me out. And hear me.
Before you, let me give my 3 cents. I'm going to say hi to the wife here. Pete Carroll is a 60% run. The Raiders' run offense was shit last year. They added more weapons. Geno Smith never targets a tight end. Go ahead.
All right, that was.
Has he ever had a tight end like Brock Bowers?
No.
Here's mine. Right.
All right.
Brock Bowers is still
let you cook, Disco.
Brock Bowers is still my tight end too. Don't get me wrong. What he did in his rookie season, we cannot take away. Historically, it's one of the best receiving seasons, not just as a tight end, but receiving seasons for a rookie that we've ever seen, period. Got to give flowers where the flowers is due. He was absolutely phenomenal. Let's talk about the situation. That was one of the most pathetic and anemic rushing offenses that we've ever seen historically in the history of ever
100%.
when it came to football, right? Zamir White was pathetic. I was wrong there. The rushing game, the rushing offense across the board is absolutely terrible, absolutely awful. The receiving aspect, other than Jacoby Myers, horrible. The quarterback situation, one of the worst quarterback situations on paper and statistically that we've ever seen. Down the stretch, it was third and Brock, which is third and long. It was second and long because of how anemic that rushing offense was. Insert Pete Carroll, insert Ashton Genty. You're going to have a more productive rushing offense. So the garbage time volume that Brock Bowers received last year down the stretch, especially in the late third and early and obviously the end of the fourth, that's not going to be there, right? Now, that's why Brock Bowers, like, I'm not saying I'm out on him, but that's why I'm anticipating there's going to be a slight regression for Brock Bowers. Whereas with Trey McBride, he's averaged 13 to 15 fantasy points the last 3 years. He's been consistently a top 2, top 3 tight end on a yearly basis in a situation where his EPA, which means the expected total points, if there was just a little bit of touchdown regression, which is inevitable, if there's just a little bit of touchdown progression, right, which is inevitable, his EPA was just under 20 points per game, which is expected total points per game. That doesn't just put him in tight end 1 territory, that puts him as a top 15 player in fantasy football. So when I talk about Trey McBride being one of the best picks in fantasy football, I'm not talking about it as a tight end 1. I'm talking about it as an overall investment that you are going to succeed and do well if you draft Trey McBride, especially if he falls a little bit later into the third and a little bit earlier into the fourth. Trey McBride is and will be the best value in fantasy football this year, period. So tight end 1 is not even the discussion.
Now Disco, I'm with you. I'm with you. I'm with you if you can get him in the fourth. But I have been the last 5 drafts that I've been in. As soon as Brock Bowers goes, within the next 10 picks, Trey McBride is going. And Brock Bowers is going in the back end of I would say in the second round. I've been seeing Brock Bowers go in the second round.
And I'm okay taking Trey McBride in the third.
Now, Trey McBride in the third is still, it's not bad, but I am not doing it in the second round. In the third round, I'm still going to be looking for players that are going to give me that opportunity, man. And I just, I love Trey McBride. I love Trey McBride.
I just told you with his EPA, he's a top 15 fantasy football player. Tell me another value in the third round that's not a quarterback that will give you the same EPA. Don't worry, I'll wait.
I think T. Higgins. What's T. Higgins?
His EPA is not even relatively close. This is just like as a floor play, not as a ceiling play. That's his EPA. So should he just get a little bit of touchdown progression, especially with the consistency that we've seen on a consistent basis?
I like that T. Higgins call though.
T. Higgins isn't a bad call for sure. It isn't a bad call. He's probably the closest out of the bunch, right? If you look at that range, him, maybe like a Bucky, maybe even a Jonathan Taylor, like those guys are. But like Trey McBride, by far in a way, he's like the outlier at his position, and it's almost guaranteed. And it's tough to say anything is guaranteed, but he's the closest thing to guaranteed success. And you have the consistency and the camaraderie and the continuity in the exact same scheme and regime and quarterback situation. Touchdown regression is inevitable, and I'm betting on it this year. Trey McBride isn't just the tight end 1. He is the best pick you can make in the third round.
I agree.
So are you thinking, how many touchdowns do you think in Disco for him this
7
year? 7? Wow. So you think that in his career, in his NFL career, he's only had 6 total touchdowns.
He dropped 3 touchdowns against my Niners in one game with bad throw.
Well, then damn it, you got to catch the ball. Like maybe they've lost some. Maybe they've lost some confidence in him in that. And I want to believe it. I really, really, really want to believe it. But if I can get some of those guys who we just mentioned, the T. Higgins, the Jonathan Taylors, the Tyreek Hills, and I can wait, and I can get a tight end like, I don't know, Hunter Henry, or I can get a guy like Chigoziem Okonkwo, Ray later. If I can get a guy like, Jake Ferguson, if I could get, well, I'm just saying, like, if I could get a guy like Jake Ferguson, somebody who Dak Prescott actually looks for him in the red zone, because look, my tight end guys, I already know I'm not going to get a lot of touches or a lot of catches. I already know I'm not going to get a lot of yards. Those are one-offs. Trey McBride is one of those guys who can do that, right? But I want touchdowns. I want touchdowns. So
I gotta go get ready for my show. Don't you ever say Chigozie and my
Chigozie Okonkwo. Don't say it again on your space. Oh, my bad. I won't say Chigozie Okonkwo anymore.
All right. Peace,
guys. Love you.
We're heading right over to Big Draft Energy Show. That was awesome. Thanks for joining. Tip, you're gonna join in on his show. I'll be over there right now. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you for the new subs. Thank you for the new the super chats. Thank you for the new subscription by Fantasy World. Amazing, guys. Make sure when you go over to Disco show right here, my show is going to lead you right there. Go in there, say Sleez Raid. If you haven't smashed a sub, smash a sub to my guy, co-host, the man, the myth, the legend. Tap a like on his stream, and I'll catch you guys over there, man. And I'll be back live tomorrow at 5 p.m. Eastern. Peace.